Don't come for me, okay? I've done 25,000 podcast episodes today. I don't want to hear it. All right. I've done a Sister Wives recap of episode 12, season 18. Scott Nathan, the TikToker, amazing storyteller. He's a new author and he is a sugar baby coach, is on my show today. I know there's 18 podcasts. I'm sorry, a lot was going on and you want to hear about Bravocon. So many of you guys have asked me more behind the scenes stories. So here they are, okay? And you're like, Sarah, don't put out one more goddamn GD podcast today. So what were some other things that happened to me at Bravocon? Ken Todd, Lisa Vanderpump's husband, would not take a picture with me. Ken, we're going to have words next time I see you, all right, at Villa Rosa. Not that I've ever been invited or will. I don't even know that they live in that house anymore. But anyway, he wouldn't take a picture with me. Louis Ruelas, Teresa Giudice's. And why would Ken Todd not take a picture? He said he didn't do photographs. Meanwhile, my friend David Yontif, who co-hosts a pod with me weekly, says that he has 20 photos with Ken. So I don't know. Did Ken not like what he saw? Was he upset? Was he distracted? I don't know. But he had plenty of time to chat. But he wouldn't take a photo. Louis and his friends wanted to know if I knew where Teresa was. It's great. They looked like they were having a ball. Louis seemed very sober, by the way, but his friends seemed like they were enjoying all there was to Vegas. And he asked me because I had a sales badge on, from NBC. So that's why, so he thought like I knew what I was doing. I didn't. And let's see, I got reprimanded at the Bravos Awards, which is the award show for all the Bravo celebrities, because I was filming when you weren't supposed to. I didn't care. I'm there. We've paid thousands of dollars. You're going to bring us to an award show and nobody can film? Who cares? Anyway. But I wanted to give you my do's and don'ts in case you are deciding to go to Bravocon 2024, because it was magical. I will say it gave me the same delicious vibes that I had when I went to Disney World for the first time. And I was such a Disney hater. I'd never been to Bravocon. I thought, I don't really want to go. Like, I mean, who cares? Do I really want to see? Like, I like these people. I enjoy them, but I don't need to like experience it. Oh my God. When I walked in, I was in love. I got a shout out to NBC Universal and Nicole, all the housewives. I mean, they could not have been more organized, on time. You want to win my heart? Be on time. They were on time like you would not believe. Oh my gosh. I mean, the panel started on time. The questions, and I know they had to because everything was so booked, but I just appreciate when stuff goes as planned. So I wanted to give you my best and worst moments of the weekend and my do's and don'ts if you were to go to Bravocon 2024. Here are my do's. Go solo. I went solo and it was awesome. Everybody there, much like Disney World, it's the happiest place on earth. Women, it's all women, gay men, and a few straight husbands who are there for an anniversary or a birthday party. People are so friendly. They invite you out to have drinks. You're going to be so busy, you're not going to really have time to meet up with these individuals, but it would be fun to go to a show after or go to dinner. You can absolutely go solo. And for us ladies, lots of times we're nervous to travel solo or, even just to be comfortable in our own skin. It's such a great trip to do that because people are so welcoming. Buy VIP. VIP tickets, I think 1,200, 13. They were reselled at 2,000. It was insane, or up. It is worth it. The lines are extremely long. They're even long when you have a VIP pass because you get access to a fabulous VIP lounge where you still have to buy your own cocktails. You don't get anything free. Like, I didn't get a swag bag. There wasn't anything. Maybe you did if you bought general VIP. I was there as a guest of NBC. So maybe if you bought the general, you got like a VIP swag. I got nada. Okay. Which I'm grateful to be like even a part of VIP. It was awesome. You get priority seating. You get other events that you can go to, and then you get priority seating, hanging out in the VIP lounge. A lot of the Bravo celebrities are just walking around. You get extra photo ops. It's completely worth it. Make a spreadsheet. Shout out to my Canadian girlfriends who had spreadsheets of highlighted events that they wanted to go to in the rooms. They knew where to get the information. I did not. And I was scrambling and they kept saying, just download the Bravo app. Well, the app blew. I couldn't find the schedule. They didn't drop the schedule until like an hour before it started. It's like, no, I need to plan my day. And I don't need to plan my day at 9 when the event starts at 10. I would also say this. If you want to see the stars after hours, stock out the high-end hotels in those cities. All the Bravo celebrities stayed at the Four Seasons Hotel in Las Vegas. Andy stayed somewhere else. I I'm like guessing. I don't know where Andy stayed, but I'm going to say like the Wynn, probably a suite at the Wynn, like very, very high end. Okay. They're not going to like, this was held at Caesar's hotels. I stayed at the Link. Very nice. I forgot how much people smoke everywhere inside Las Vegas. And I love cigarette smoke, the idea, but I really hate it when you can't get outside, and you can't, and it's everywhere. But stock out those high-end hotels if you want a chance to get a photo op and maybe more one-on-one time with your favorite Bravo celebrity. My don'ts. Don't ask Andy his favorite anything. He won't answer, okay? Every single panel that I went to, people would go, Andy, who's your favorite housewife from the Real Housewives of Orange County? And he'd go, I don't have a favorite. Andy, what's your favorite show aside from the Housewives? I don't have, Andy won't answer any favorites, and he won't tell you who he hates. He doesn't have he does, I'm sure, but he's not going to say it publicly when he knows 10,000 women are filming him, okay? He's not going to tell you who he's closest to as a housewife. He's not going to tell you who he hates. And that question people would ask over and over again. Now, I give love because people are very nervous when they get on the mic, and I don't blame them. Don't wear high heels. Like, who are my high heel women warriors? Now, maybe this is because I'm over 40. But my feet, I have potato picking feet. They are short, they're fat, they're wide, and they don't fit into heels. These women, and these convention centers are enormous. Who's wearing heels? I got my custom insoles in my Hokas on. All right. I am not wearing heels. And lastly, don't expect to get don't expect to get a lot of one-on-one time with your favorite Bravo celebrities. It's probably not going to happen. Okay. You wait, even in VIP, like I said, you wait a very long time to take a photograph with them. They have an assistant. They're pushing you along. You get 2 or 3 moments. That's it. Again, worth it because you get these fantastic photos, but very hard to really express to your favorite Bravo celebrity how much you love them. Best and worst moments for me of the entire weekend. Best, meeting Jeff Lewis. I don't know why Jeff Lewis is embroiled in so much tea and drama, but pitching myself to Jeff Lewis was just very inspiring. I mean, he completely glazed over. Like, so far, I don't have the job, but I enjoy Jeff. Jeff seems like super messy and transparent, and I don't think he gives a shit. And I appreciate that. I really do, because people are very diplomatic. I'm drawn. It's why I have people like Alex Pierce, the HRH collection. You've seen her on, she does all these wild rants. I'm drawn to Dave Portnoy. I'm drawn to like very, I love people that are unapologetically themselves, right? I just do. I really do. I love a very outspoken individual. Give me a Charles Barkley. I like when they're not diplomatic. So I loved meeting Jeff Lewis, actually more than I thought I would. The strip show. The Men of New Jersey, Joey Gorga, Joey B, Frank Catania. Okay, at first I was like, God, this is so dumb. They can't dance. Why are they taking, should these, Joey B, you could see his butt crack. I'm like, why is he doing this? But they brought so much joy to the women. I mean, and Frank Catania is like a complete pussy magnet. These women, if they all could have had sex with Joey Gorga, with Frank Catania on stage, they would have. Women are in love. I love me some Frank, but I wasn't clamoring to get with Frank. Joe Gorga's body's the hottest. Joe and Joey B, it didn't have nearly the fans that Frank did. But what I enjoyed about this is the guys had a great time, and I feel like they just brought peace to the world for 5 minutes. And I know that you're like, really? Really? But nudity will do that. You know what I mean? There's something about nudity and being vulnerable with your body and a fake spray tan that just, the world stops for a second. I loved it. I loved the way the women were so happy. And can we get back to the fact that sometimes there's just moments where life can be sexualized and it's okay. These guys were so okay with having women with crawling around on the stage and everybody clamoring to be, sorry, sometimes you just need to be sexually exploited. And it was great. And the other thing for me that was a highlight were the Ask Andys. Now, Erica Jane did Pat the Puss, which was amazing, a class. We had panels of the Real Housewives of Potomac's. Jenny Poulos came back, which people from Flipping Out, people were obsessed with seeing her. But I'm also trying to be a producer. I have my producer hat on. I produced this podcast and numerous podcasts for years and radio shows. So I I thought the Ask Andys were great. I thought they were so revealing about how Andy is this amazing executive, creator of shows, diplomatic with talent, and also kind of like the future of television. It was so good. And I love the audience. The audience would ask him the most messy questions. Messy. Reality Reckoning. They asked him about Nene Leakes, Bethany Frankel, Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip with Brandy Glanville, which we won't ever probably see. But I thought they were so good. And it was fun to watch Andy. I'm sure in your own industry, like when you see people that are at the top of their game, it's great to like just study them and see what they do right, what they do wrong, how the audience reacts. I absolutely loved it. The worst moments for me of BravoCon. The panelists did not seem that prepared. Now, I'm not going to name names because there are many famous panelists that hosted. These are the hosts of like the Ask Andys, the Real Housewives of Potomac panels, the Beverly Hills. Okay. Many of them did not seem prepared. Many of them actually seemed like they almost hadn't even watched some of the recent episodes. Now, I don't want to come hard for them because I don't know if they even knew in advance necessarily which panels they were going to host. And my guess is to some extent, because NBC and Bravo probably wanted to keep it close to the chest, that like maybe it wasn't until the day before or probably they gave them a day or 2 days to prepare. I could be wrong. Maybe they had weeks to prepare, but the panelists didn't seem to be that prepared, and they are not going to go hard. I'm sure they were coached and told, don't ask this question, don't ask this, avoid this. And it was very obvious they did. Just my 2 cents. Look, if I were to ask to be hosted a panel and Andy goes, you're not going to ask me X, Y, or Z, I'd be like, aye. The worst are the lines are insane. I've said this like 8 times. I hate waiting in line. I don't give a shit if it's the president of the United States. I like to wait about 15 minutes. I understand. I hate making people wait. I cannot go to these comedy shows and say, I don't give a fuck who you are. People have kids. They have lives. They've spent an enormous amount of money now with inflation to be there and see you. Get your fucking ass where it needs to be within 15 minutes of your call time. Like, I don't give a shit who you are. I am not waiting for you. Now, I said Bravo was like Disney. Everything was organized. Everything was like on time, but the lines are extremely long to take a photograph with your favorite Bravo celebrity. That's why I did. That's why I have all the house husbands, because I'm like, I'm not waiting for the ladies. I adore them. I'm not waiting in the lines. Just be prepared. I guess they have great internet, so get in line and scroll. The other thing that's really annoying that you'll find there is everybody holds seats for people, whether it's VIP or regular general admission seating. And half of the time their friends don't show. So you have these constantly empty seats in the front rows or in good priority seating, and their girlfriends never show up to take them. Okay. That is annoying. I feel like that would be my only critique for BravoCon is implement a policy where you can hold a seat for your girlfriend for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, but beyond that, the seat is given up, okay? All of us have also paid. We're not waiting for your 8 girlfriends who are already hammered to get here when other people could be seating. Like, that was very irritating to me, and I feel like they should have made an announcement. All right, overall, I loved it. We're gonna go into even bigger deep dive moments because like there were some huge things that happened or were revealed, at BravoCon, including like Teresa Giudice saying she will never reconcile with Joe Gorga and being booed. Andy Cohen, Lisa Vanderpump completely defending Tom Sandoval, telling people to stop booing him at BravoCon and why they're over people talking about the past. So there was a real push of Vanderpump going to the future and getting rid of the past. I'm going to get into a lot of these on Thursday and Friday on the Sarah Fraser Show with David Yontef. Ramona Singer, uninvited because of her use of the N-word. Unanimously, everybody, including Andy Cohen, was in support of that. And actually, I got to go read the article. Did she use the N-word or did she say N-word? I can't remember. But anyhow, she was not invited. Everyone felt like that was the right call. But her daughter, Ramona Avery Singer, showed up. That was like, that's kind of brave, right? It's your mom. Your mother made a mistake. You're gonna obviously defend your mom, but I thought that was pretty brave of Avery to show up. But we discussed that. We discussed the New Jersey moments. We talked more about Vanderpump Rules, the panel, the other big things that were revealed, why something about her has not been opened. Is it an excuse or is it the real deal? And a lot of things. Robin Dixon getting booed too, for the whole Juan Dixon lack of exposing the cheating thing. So, and Andy was asked about that, which was really a great moment. And Andy basically said, look, I was disappointed that Robin and Juan failed to disclose that. And he said, I think it was not a smart business move for Robin to tell the story on her Patreon. And he said, the audience always rights a wrong. So he said, essentially, he feels that the backlash that Robin and Juan got and are going to continue to get this season is a little bit of like, I hate using this word like penance, but I feel like he basically said like, she kind of got what she, like, he basically said the housewives get what they give. So if they're not transparent with the audience knows it and therefore treats them differently. There you go. You guys, thank you for listening to my sponsors. I know sometimes you message me and you go, Sarah, there's so many damn commercials on this show. I know, I appreciate you. It's my full-time job. I give you free content because I don't want one more subscription in my life. You know, if you want a way to keep your mental health intact, I keep mine by not seeing those mental health subscription charges every month on my bank account. Okay. I don't want to charge you for another damn thing. I'll probably go to a some form of a commercial-free show that you can subscribe to monthly where you don't get any commercials on them. But in the meantime, it would mean so much to me because I continue to give you free content. If you would frequent my sponsors, purchase from them, honeylove.com/TSFS is one of them. If you're like, I think I've heard of Honey Love, bras and shapewear, some of the best in the business, most comfortable. I'm wearing a Honey Love bra right now. They're a t-shirt bra. Their bras, it's really true. And if you're not happy, return them. And they have amazing customer service. They have a return and exchange program. But what I love about Honey Love is I never feel at 4:00 like I need to rip my bra off. And I have bought some wild bras over the years. I'm sure you guys have, with crazy, boost and crossbacks and all this stuff. They are the most comfortable bras on the planet. If you're not satisfied, like I said, they have an awesome customer service department. Honeylove.com/TSFS. 50% off your order all month long, only for the month of November. Honeylove.com/TSFS. 50% off your bra order for the month of November only. Bye, guys.